you a champion. If you a champion, show me you a champion. Cause real champions move like champions.
What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Zaffel, back again with another video, and today I'm here with my WWE Clash of Champions 2017 review. Last pay-per-view of the year, and overall, it wasn't as bad as I was building it up to be in my head. I was expecting it to be a below average show. I'd probably say this is above average. That's probably the best I could say about this show. It's not something I'd say you'd walk through the fires of hell to go and see, but if you ever catch it, make sure that maybe just check it out. We'll talk about the pre-show match first, which was actually quite good, since I did see the pre-show match between Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder. Mojo ended up getting the victory in this one, which I wasn't I was expecting Zack Ryder to get the win, but you know what? He cut a really good promo on Zack Ryder. They showed a video package before the match, and he was cutting a promo over it. So yeah, it was a really good match. Even for a pre-show match, it was still good. We're now going to get to the actual show. It was a triple threat match for the US title to kick things off. Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. And the ending of this match kind of surprised me. This was a pretty good way to start off the show. The crowd was really hot for this match. There was a lot of good spots throughout this match. Everyone was going crazy for Bobby Roode. There was a beautiful triple move. Like, Corbin looks great in this match. There was a choke slam on the concrete, I think, to Ziggler or Roode. I'm not exactly sure. But how it ended was Bobby Roode was about to get hit with the end of days, but while he's about to get hit, Ziggler also hits a zigzag on Corbin, pins him, and becomes the United States champion, which I was not expecting at all. In my head, you know, Ziggler was the last guy I predicted to win this match. I even said in my predictions video that he didn't really need to be in this match, but I guess he's US champion now. I'm not exactly sure how long he's going to hold the title for. He could just lose it to Corbin on SmackDown this Tuesday. You know, we never know what this could mean. Then after that, we got a fatal four-way match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The Usos versus the New Day versus Aiden English and Rusev versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. This was a great match as well. Rusev was extremely over in this match, the whole Rusev Day thing. The Boston crowd were just loving it, and this was just chaos all over the place in the best way possible. Everyone did their outside dives and all that, and Shelton Benjamin, it was so good to see Shelton again. Is this his first pay-per-view match since he's come back? Like on the main show, because he may have been on like a pre-show or something like that. I'm not sure about main card stuff, but yeah, he looked fantastic on this match. Yeah, there were many points in this match where I thought Aiden English and Rusev were going to win. Especially when Rusev locked in the accolade a few times, I was like, for sure, oh, he's gonna win. So I think WWE do realize how over Rusev is at the moment with the whole Rusev Day gimmick, but Usos ended up getting the win for this one, and yeah, this was just a great match. Usos have just been fantastic, man, and along with everyone in the SmackDown Tag Team division, they've just all been at the top of their game, but Usos especially, with all the matches they've had with New Day, and basically holding the titles the majority of the year. So yeah, nothing but praise going towards the Usos there for pretty much carrying the tag team division in WWE. So yeah, great stuff from there, and congrats to the Usos. After that, we got a Lumberjack match for the SmackDown Women's title. Charlotte Flair took on Natalya, and there wasn't really anything. This match didn't really do much for me. You had your Lumberjacks, which were the Riot Squad, Naomi, Carmella, Tamina, and Lana, which they all got entrances for, which I don't know why they got entrances for. It felt a bit unnecessary. During the end of the match, Natalya locked in the sharpshooter, and then all the women fought on the outside. Then Charlotte did a moonsault onto everyone, which always looks great. and Natty went to lock in the sharpshooter again, but then Charlotte just basically pushed her off of her foot, locked in the figure eight, and just Natty almost immediately tapped. So yeah, I would have expected better coming from Natalya and Charlotte Flair, because they're two great wrestlers, but yeah, just something was missing from this match. Nothing really just set things off for me. I mean, Carmella did tease cashing in Money in the Bank in this match, but she didn't end up doing it. And then after the match, Natalya cuts a promo saying how, like, the fans had turned their backs on her, and now she's turning her back on them, which got me thinking, but you're a heel. Wouldn't you have turned your back on them like a year and a half ago? I mean, you've been heel for quite a while now. I don't see why you think the fans are going to cheer you now. Like, that just made no sense to me. I don't know if she's leaving soon, or which I haven't heard any reports about. I haven't heard anything about Natalya leaving, or maybe she's just going away for a little bit, because if she just shows up on SmackDown Tuesday, like, nothing happens. I mean, like, what was the point of that? It would have been stupid. Bludgeon Brothers versus Breezango was next, and Bludgeon Brothers won, obviously, easily. These guys have been very impressive. The gimmick was a bit iffy at first, but I think they're starting to win people over with just how dominant they're looking. Breezango, yeah, they took the L on this one, which I was expecting, and yeah, they got beat up, and Bludgeon Brothers look great. I wouldn't be shocked if in 2018 they do become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions and give the Usos some good competition, because we all know the Usos and Harper and Rowan had a great series of matches in 2014, so maybe they could rekindle that feud, which, if that's so, then I'm down for that, because they're two great teams. They can work together really well. And then we're going to get to another tag team match, this one being Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan as special guest referees. And if Owens and Zayn were to lose this match, they will be fired. So, yeah, this match didn't really have a spark to it. It was kind of like the Charlotte Flair Natalya match, where something was missing to it. I don't exactly know what, but nothing was really there for me throughout the entire match. I guess there were some cool things, like when Owens went on the announce table to do like a frog splash to Shinsuke or Randy through another announce table. There was bickering between Bryan and Shane, and there was one bit where Shane was getting ready for the pin, but Owens pushed Bryan into Shane to break up that pin, and so a lot of the really bad dissension started there. And then Owens goes for the pinfall, and Shane counts to 2 but refuses to count to 3, and Bryan's like, what the hell was that for, man? And then Zayn rolls up Orton, I think, and then Bryan hits a fast count, and Owens and Zayn win. So yeah, like I said in my predictions video, there was going to be a screwy finish either way, and yeah, we got that in this match. But it's interesting because they were just as bad as each other, the two referees, because Shane refused to pin Kevin Owens, because we all know the history between these two, especially with Owens attacking Vince and all that. So if he sees, Kevin about to win, he's obviously not going to give him the privilege of that. So, but then again, if you were in that referee spot and you claim to be right down the middle, because that's what Kevin Owens was complaining about at SummerSlam. That's what kind of started the feud, was because Shane, in Kevin Owens' mind, Shane was an impartial referee, and he just picked a side, and he thought that he was against Kevin Owens. But now this just proves it, because Kevin's kind of pushed Shane's button throughout the last couple of months. And then you have Daniel Bryan fast counting Owens and Zayn, and he seems like he's been very sympathetic towards those two guys, probably because of their upbringing in the business. They had very similar paths that Bryan took. I mean, they all became stars in Ring of Honor, and they worked their way up to become champion, in spite of what the people in the back and Vince and all that wants them to do. But yeah, it's a very interesting situation at the moment. I'm not sure where Orton and Nakamura stand in all this, if they go after Daniel Bryan and get pissed at him, which I'm sure they will be, but yeah, it's a very interesting situation, and I'm sure they'll figure it out on SmackDown when it comes to that episode. And we'll get to the main event for the WWE title. Jinder Mahal versus AJ Styles. And you know what? This was a solid match. A solid main event, in my opinion. AJ, man, his selling in this match was just fantastic, man. Like, we all know Jinder Mahal isn't exactly the world's greatest wrestler, but it just goes to show you how amazing AJ Styles truly is, because every bit of big offense that Jinder was hitting on him, he sold that like a champ. Jinder got caught with a drop kick from the top rope at one point. The Ushigoroshi was hit on him, and the Singh brothers tried to get involved, even though they said before the show that they wouldn't try and get involved, which, big lie right there. And one of the Singh brothers got absolutely killed after AJ hit a Styles Clash on him. And then Jinder hit his shitty finisher and AJ kicked out. And then during the end of this match, Jinder got all cocky and thought, oh man, I've got this in the bag. And he tried hitting a Styles Clash, but it just did not end up working for him, because AJ ended up rolling him into the calf crusher, and Jinder could not take it anymore. He taps out, and then AJ Styles retains the WWE Championship. Thank God for that, because, man, it would have been a riot up in here if Jinder would have won back the title. But thankfully, the wrestling gods spoke to us, and AJ Styles is still your WWE champion. So I'm guessing he's going to headline Mania this year. Well, maybe not headline, but like be in the WWE title match at Mania, which definitely a step up from this year's WrestleMania when he wrestled Shane McMahon in the opening match, which, to be fair, he probably had one of the better matches of the night. But yeah, it'd be finally good to see him, maybe not in a main event slot, because I highly doubt that they're going to give AJ the main event, because it looks like they're going to be giving it to Brock and Roman. But AJ, yeah, he's going to go into 2018 as world champion. I'm hoping his match at WrestleMania is against Shinsuke Nakamura, and those two guys have just an incredible match. You know, I don't think it'll be, Wrestle Kingdom standard, but I feel like they could just tear the fucking house down at WrestleMania next year. So, yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to at the moment. But then again, I'm just happy that AJ's champion, man. He's had a great year for 2017. But, yeah, this is going to be it for Clash of Champions. That's how we ended the show. Match of the night for me would probably have to go to the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. I just thought that was very fast-paced. All the teams looked great, and the crowd was just on the edge of their seat the entire match. So, yeah, that was a really good match. How would I rate the show? Give it a 7.5. I feel like this is a 7.5 show. There were definitely a lot of good wrestling, but also some other bits where I thought some matches didn't really have a spark to them. Charlotte and Natalya, and the Owens and Zayn, Orton Nakamura match. The twist ending was very interesting, but the match itself wasn't all that exciting. But overall, if you want to check the show out, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but don't go through the fires of hell, like I said at the beginning of the show, to watch this show. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you thought of Clash of Champions, and if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. Twitter and Instagram is at JackAmanLaw31 if you want to check me out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.